Hey, Chief Meteorologist Matt Lopon here with a quick update. The tornado watch that was previously in effect this evening has been uh, stopped down, canceled by the folks at the National Weather Service up there in Memphis. I know it's been ongoing. We have not done really anything live today related to that, so I just wanted to kind of quickly address where things stand this evening, mention kind of what we're looking at. The remainder of tonight will be here probably a little bit later on this evening, putting together, something more kind of aimed at the evening progression and of the different models that we look at here for a moment. Again, the severe weather threat this evening largely looks like it, well, frankly, didn't materialize on. The watch was a little aggressive, but considering what the week has held, I think that's the reason why the folks at the National Weather Service, really at the Storm Prediction Center, went ahead and put this one out. I'm gonna zoom in a little closer here. We did have a couple of showers down around Starkville, but you can see within the last 30 minutes, those have fallen apart. We've had a couple out here, out toward around Pontotoc and Water Valley, but again, these have fallen apart as well. There's really nothing to indicate any of those are of any significant concern. But as I referenced a moment ago, that tornado watch has been lifted. So, I mean, we've just had folks so on edge with things the last couple of days that this current discussion is here for one sole reason. That's to say that I think if you need to do something this evening, we're in good shape. And that has obviously not been the case for many locations the last couple of days. This evening, there will be some rogue thunderstorms out there. We are not concerned about severe weather out of them. The threat is out there with what you see out in Arkansas. Now, that front in Arkansas will come our direction for tomorrow, especially late in the day, and bring us a chance for some severe weather tomorrow. I do think largely it's going to be late in the day before we really have many impacts related to that. A severe weather threat, as you can see here, northwest portion of the area, and the tornado threat in particular for locations really in the southern half of that as well, because this is where we're more likely to see some of those individual storms. That's just what it's going to take to produce severe weather if we're going to see it, or excuse me, produce tornadoes. They're most likely if we're going to see a strong one down there south of Greenville, back toward southern Arkansas and Louisiana. So that is one thing that has improved related to this is the confidence is not particularly high on strong tornadoes. Now, damaging winds, yes, and there will be a few storms that try to spin up tornadoes on the leading edge of our line as it rolls in. I mean, current time is 6:39. Our models are kind of longer ones, are better ones that'll be able to look at this, come out. They start the processing of data within about the next hour or so. So those don't come out till closer to the 10 o'clock broadcast. So rather than talk about old data and assessing where that is, just to say, we'll be talking probably somewhere in the 9 o'clock hour tonight about what the kind of latest look at this is as we're looking at the progression. But the main reason I wanted to start this up is not to say there's anything bad out there, because there's not, but to say they've gone ahead and canceled the tornado watch, which was the first time we've had that happen over the course of the last couple of days. So your evening, we are good to go. There will be a few thunderstorms. We're not overly concerned with those. All right. So this evening, do whatever you need to do. Go ahead and do what you want to do. Unfortunately, tomorrow we'll have probably more watches. Tomorrow night, a lot of thunderstorms that extended to early morning Sunday. And then after that, I think in the day Sunday, we'll still probably have some lingering rainfall behind this, but we dry out Monday and into a lot of next week. And believe it or not, one of the things John was pointing out earlier that I think I failed to mention on the air, we're going to go from record highs this week to maybe some frost in some spots next week. Not an everybody thing, not a guarantee, but it's a lot cooler, a lot drier. We'll kind of squeegee out all of this hot, humid air. Okay, so we will have a more complete discussion related to this coming up during our broadcast this evening. We'll probably, obviously, we'll do something at 10 o'clock. We'll have kind of the polished thing. We'll have the unpolished, this version of it, somewhere probably in the 9 o'clock hour. Okay, we will talk to y'all in just a little bit. Be safe. Enjoy your evening, which is, a nice change of pace.